Today, we're starting with something mind-blowing. Literally, the science of neuroplasticity. Now, before you click away thinking this sounds too scientific, let me ask you this. Have you ever tried to break a bad habit, but kept slipping back? Or maybe you tried learning something new, like a language, an instrument, or even driving. And at first it felt impossible, but suddenly it clicked. That, my friends, is neuroplasticity in action. And by the end of this video, you'll realize that your brain is not fixed. It's changeable, adaptable, and more powerful than you think. Imagine this. Every single thought you have, every action you take, every habit you repeat, it's like carving a road inside your brain. At first, that road is tiny, like a dirt path. But the more you walk it, the stronger it becomes. Over time, that dirt path can turn into a highway, and soon your brain automatically chooses that route. That's why habits feel automatic. But here's the twist. You can build new roads. You can create new highways. You can rewire your brain. That is the magic of neuroplasticity. And today, I'll explain what it is, how it works, real-life examples that will blow your mind, and most importantly, how you can use it to change your own life. So what exactly is neuroplasticity? Neuroplasticity simply means the brain's ability to change, to reorganize itself by forming new connections between neurons. For a long time, scientists believed that once you became an adult, your brain was fixed, like you're stuck with the brain you've got. But modern research has completely shattered that myth. Today, we know your brain is more like clay than concrete. It shapes itself based on your experiences, your environment, and even your thoughts. Think about it like this. Every time you learn something new, your brain grows tiny connections. Every time you practice, those connections strengthen. And when you stop using them, they weaken. Kind of like muscles. So whether you're 18, 38, or 68, your brain can still grow and adapt. Okay, so why should you care? Because neuroplasticity affects almost every part of your life. Want to get better at your job? That's neuroplasticity. Want to learn a new skill, like coding, cooking, or dancing? That's neuroplasticity. Want to recover from emotional pain or even physical injury? Again, neuroplasticity. Here's a relatable example. Remember when you first learned how to ride a bicycle? At first it felt impossible. You wobbled, fell, scraped your knees. But over time, your brain created stronger and stronger connections until, eventually, you could ride without even thinking about it. Now, imagine applying that same process to learning confidence, resilience, or self-control. Neuroplasticity makes it possible. Let's look at some real-life examples that prove how powerful this is. Case 1. Stroke recovery. Doctors once believed that if part of the brain was damaged, recovery was impossible. But now, patients are retraining different parts of their brain to take over lost functions. With therapy, people who couldn't walk or speak after a stroke can learn again. Case 2. London taxi drivers. Scientists studied London taxi drivers who memorized the city's 25,000 streets. Their hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for memory, was physically larger than average. That's neuroplasticity, reshaping their brain to store maps of the city. Case 3. Musicians, violinists, and pianists who practice for years actually grow more connections in the areas controlling finger movement. Practice doesn't just make perfect. It makes physical changes in the brain. Case 4. Meditation. Even mindfulness and meditation can rewire the brain. Studies show regular meditators strengthen areas linked to focus and shrink those tied to stress and anxiety. Pretty amazing, right? Now let's make this practical. How can you rewire your own brain? Here are 5 powerful ways. 1. Repetition. Do something consistently. Small, daily habits are stronger than random bursts of effort. 2. Challenge yourself. Learn new skills. Cooking, dancing, even juggling. Every challenge builds new pathways. 3. Mindfulness. Train your brain to focus. Just 10 minutes of meditation can strengthen attention circuits. 4. Exercise and sleep. Physical activity and quality sleep fuel brain growth and memory. 5. Positive thinking. Yes, even thoughts matter. Thinking positively can weaken negative pathways and strengthen hopeful ones. In fact, here's a little challenge. Starting today, write down one new thing you learned every day. Do it for a week and see how it feels. That's you practicing neuroplasticity. Quick myth busting before we wrap up. Myth. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. Fact. Adults of all ages can grow and adapt their brains. Myth. Intelligence is fixed. Fact. With effort and practice, you can expand your abilities. Myth. Once a habit, always a habit. Fact. With neuroplasticity, bad habits can be rewired into good ones. So here's the big takeaway. Your brain is not a finished product. It's a work in progress, and you are the artist. Whether you want to heal, grow, or transform, remember, with every thought, every action, and every habit, you're shaping your brain. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and don't forget to subscribe. This is just the beginning of our journey together, and I can't wait to explore more with you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you